Okay, folks. Hey, here you go. This is your man, Adolphus A.D. Moore. We had some technical difficulties at in the beginning now, but we are back live. I'm sitting here overlooking about the 15-yard line on the at the NRG Stadium, and a bit better.
AD, I can't even barely make you out. I can't understand anything. It's so choppy, brother.
Okay, how about that? I ran the sound. I ran the sound up. Okay. Tell you what. Hey, Elwin. Tell you what. Let's
Yeah.
let's let's do this real quick. All right. Texans. The Texans beat the took down the San Francisco 49 to 17 nothing. That was the last game of the preseason. And since we got Elwin on the road, and since before I lose your signal, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your comments in on the 17-0 defeat of the 49ers from your perspective.
Well, I heard you say something about the 49ers, AD. Like I was saying before we went on, your voice is really choppy, and I can't hardly understand anything you're saying. But if you can hear me okay, I'll go on and give you. I'm guessing you're asking me my assessment of the game. Okay, thumbs up. So I guess that must be the case. Uh, I am extremely impressed with what I've seen of the Texans. I know the passing game tonight was not that great, but the running game, I believe, was 156 yards. And, of course, as everybody knows that was watching the program last Friday night after the Texans beat the Rams at SoFi Stadium, I was in L.A. and covered that game. And Lovie Smith told us in his post-game press conference that he was going to focus on the running game in this final preseason game tonight. He told us out there, he said, we know what Davis Mills can do, throwing the football. We're going to throw some, but we want to see what our first team can do running the ball. And obviously, I thought they did a very, very good job of it tonight. And I know you said you weren't going to worry about keeping that stat in your head, but I was curious and looked it up. And tonight, 3-0 in preseason. That's the first time the Texans have gone undefeated in preseason, even though it's preseason, since 2016. So it's been 6 years since they did that. And I didn't find in my search, I'm not going to say they didn't because I can't remember all 20 previous seasons, but I did not find anything in my search where they had even gone 4-0 previously. And I'm not saying they didn't, but I couldn't find anything if they did. So even though it's preseason, based on what this team has done the last two seasons, quite frankly, been horrific on the field both years. You got to look for bright spots anywhere you can find them. And I think it's very obvious that all of the players that are going to end up on this roster are buying into Lovie Smith's philosophy, buying into his program. And like you said when we were sitting there watching the game tonight, Lovie is building this roster with his kind of players, the players that know how to play the way he wants to play. And I really believe, despite how tough their schedule is, I really believe if this team can stay relatively healthy, they might be able to win 8 or maybe even 9 games.
Well, you know what? I can concur with that. Whether hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. I can concur with that. One thing that Lovey did mention tonight in this press conference is the fact that they, last week they had 11 penalties, and this week they cleaned up a lot of that stuff, a lot of the mental stuff, and that was the one thing that he just said in his presser was the fact that they did clean up a lot of that, and so there's a lot of positive things. He's looking forward to it, but like he said, everybody starts 0-0 now. So come next week, we'll see what the roster looks like. He had some positive things to say about Kenyon Green getting back into the lineup. So all in all, I think like you and I, we all looking forward to seeing what this season going to bring. I don't think we're going to buy wolf tickets yet, but I think this team's going to be competitive week in and week out, and I think they're going to be consistent. So that's some of the some quick hitter things that I want to just take a look at and let's talk about. Uh, what are some other things that any other quick things that you want to talk about before we just jump off? Because apparently we got some audio issues from my end, and I'm not going to try to just belabor this issue much longer.
Well, again, AD, I couldn't pick up much of what you're saying, and I apologize for that. But I am going to interject a couple other things, and I'm hoping everybody else can hear you, and maybe it's just on my end, but I'm afraid it isn't, since you can hear me okay. But the bottom line, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing on defense. They are literally surrounding the running backs and the receivers. They're rushing to the ball, and of course, the big thing is they're getting some takeaways. They've done that every game this preseason, and based on what I'm seeing, I like what I'm seeing. Everybody knows that Lovie Smith has always been a defensive-minded coach, and I am convinced that this team is going to play like a team, which, quite frankly, they haven't done a whole lot of that the last two seasons.
Okay, hey Owen, I tell you what, we're gonna cut this short. I know you on the road, and I'm gonna go ahead and just be safe on the road, and I'm gonna do a quick wrap, and I'm gonna get it and get out, and then we'll be done. Okay, so have a safe trip on the road, okay, player, and look to
I
see you on.
appreciate it, brother.
All right, you take care, and we'll see you later. Okay,
Will do. Catch you on the 11th when Nick Foles and the Indianapolis Colts come to town.
we'll do. Thanks, player. Be careful.
Everybody have a great weekend.
Bye bye. All right, folks. Apparently we hopefully my sound issues are not as bad, a little bit better now. But I tell you what, as we wrap it up, like I said, the Texans ended the preseason on a high note, 3-0, and so the real work starts now. Everybody starts back at 0-0. So we're gonna see exactly what this team's gonna be. Next week we'll probably get put together a program and bring some people together and see what their picks not only for the Texans for the AFC South, but we're gonna go through all the divisions and bring on those smorgasbords and folks from across the country, and we'll talk about to see exactly where we are. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you here as I watch the folks out on the field at NRG Stadium, the fans enjoying the little activities that they have post game for the fans, and just get ready to wrap it up here and get out of the NRG myself. And everybody have a safe and have a blessed Sunday. And without further ado, this is the Dolphins AD Moore. Ciao, peace, and I'm out of here.